All right, drone pilots, 2025 is here, and that means new rules we all need to know about. Nobody wants to get hit with fines or, worse, lose the ability to fly just because they missed an update. So, let's go over what's changing, what's staying the same, and what might be coming down the pipeline. We're talking remote ID, the whole "is DJI getting banned?" and a huge potential rule change with Part 108 that could seriously change the way drones are flown. If you fly drones, whether for fun or work, you'll want to stick around for this one. First up, remote ID. I know. You've probably been hearing about this for a while, but it's officially enforced now. No more, "Oh, I'll deal with that later." If your drone needs registration, it also needs remote ID, period. So, what exactly is remote ID? Think of it like a digital license plate for your drone. It sends out a signal that lets authorities, and honestly, anyone with the right app, see where your drone is and where the pilot is located. Basically, it's meant to make the sky safer or at least keep people from freaking out when they see a drone overhead. Now, depending on the drone you have, you might already be covered. Some drones have remote ID built in, which means all you need to do is update your registration. If your drone doesn't have it built in, you'll need to get an external broadcast module that attaches to your drone and sends out the required signal. Either way, if you haven't sorted this out yet, now's the time. Alright, let's get into the juicy stuff. The whole "is DJI getting banned?" situation. There's been a lot of back and forth on this, and here's the latest update. The 2025 National Defense Authorization Act just dropped, and the good news? There is no outright ban on DJI drones. That's right, you can still fly your DJI drone, at least for now. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of banning DJI outright, the NDAA is setting up a new government agency that will investigate DJI and Autel Robotics for possible national security risks. If they find anything sketchy, they'll have 30 days to report their findings to Congress. So while DJI drones aren't banned right now, we're definitely in a wait-and-see situation. If this investigation digs up something that lawmakers don't like, there could be restrictions down the line. But for now, you're good to keep flying your DJI. Alright, this one could be huge. Part 108. If you've ever been annoyed by the whole "you can only fly where you can physically see your drone" rule, this might be exactly what you've been waiting for. Right now, under Part 107, you can't fly beyond visual line of sight unless you go through the long and complicated process of getting a waiver. And let's be real, getting one of those waivers is a headache. Part 108 is supposed to change that by making BVLOS flights legal without the need for a special waiver. This could be a huge deal for industries like drone delivery, inspections, agriculture, and even search and rescue. Basically anything that would benefit from longer, more complex flights. Instead of pilots being stuck within a limited range, this rule could allow drones to fly further and complete more advanced missions without constantly needing someone to keep an eye on them. So, when is this happening? The FAA has been talking about BVLOS flights since 2021, and now that the FAA Reauthorization Act of 2024 has passed, we're expecting an official proposal very soon. If everything stays on schedule, final regulations should go into effect sometime in 2025. But of course, the FAA isn't just going to open the skies without adding some extra rules. They'll likely add new safety requirements like detect and avoid tech, pilot certifications, and altitude limits. Still, if this actually goes through, it could completely change the game for drone pilots. Fingers crossed they don't delay it again. With all these changes on the horizon, drone pilots need to stay informed and prepared. Remote ID is already here, so if you haven't made sure your drone is compliant, now is the time. The DJI situation is still up in the air, but for now your DJI drone is safe to fly. And if Part 108 gets finalized, it could be a huge step forward for commercial drone operations. So what do you think about these changes? Are you excited about the possibilities or frustrated with all the new regulations? Let us know in the comments.